For guys that don't get their name called much, it's amazing how important the offensive line is. You always hear the wide receiver, the running back, the quarterback, all those names, but it's really the offensive line that makes everything happen for the offense. So whether you are the Jets who need an entire offensive line, or you are a fan of a franchise that is just looking for one piece, let's grade all the offensive linemen that are hitting free agency with a little bit of a game. Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, tune in Monday nights, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I do my live call-in show, so if you guys have any problems with my rankings or my mock drafts or anything like that, give me hell on the phones. You can call in Monday nights. If you've followed the channel since last year, you'll know we did a grading system for free agency last year called the Fuck, Marry, Kill series. Well, we're going to do that again. I'm getting married in May, so I got marriage on the mind. Here are the rules for the game. There are going to be 7 different categories that we are going to grade these players on: age, Pro Football Focus grade, their PFF pass blocking grade, their run blocking grade, their overall rank, the health, so how many games they've been available for their team, and the amount of penalties that they have committed over the last 4 years. And then a little bonus category, I'll just include the cost that I expect them to come out as. For each category, you can get up to 3 fighter jets, but beware of the butt fumble. You do not want to get a butt fumble. Marry, Kill are going to be the rankings at the very end of the video. Is going to be a 1-year contract. You don't want to commit long-term to that said player. Marry, you want to give them a long-term contract. You would like to stay married to that player long-term. Or Kill, you don't want to touch this guy. Just steer clear of him. So let's jump right into the game. First up on our list is BULAGA, the tackle from the Green Bay Packers, 6'5", 314 pounds. Jump right into the grading. He is 31 years old, so we'll give him 1 fighter jet for that. Pro Football Focus overall grade is a 77, 2 for him there. Pass grade is going to be a 73, run grade is going to be a 79, so he'll get a 2 and 3 fighter jet respectively. His overall rank for his position is 15th, so only 1 fighter jet there. His health, he's only been available for 72% of his overall games, so he is earning a butt fumble in that category. And penalty-wise, he had 21 over the last 4 years. He gets 2 fighter jets for that. Cost-wise, I think he's going to be a relatively cheap option for us. I don't know if we're going to want to go after him based on everything that I just kind of went over. His total grade for us was an 11 overall. So, BULAGA, first potential option. Up next on our list is CASTONZO, the left tackle from the Indianapolis Colts, 6'7", 307 pounds. This guy has been a beast throughout his career. He's 32 years old, so unfortunately will earn himself a butt fumble for this category. You don't want to sign him too long. Honestly, I think at 32 years old, I think he's going to contemplate retirement or just stay with the Colts because the Colts have a ton of cap space anyway, but we'll still continue with this game nonetheless. Pro Football Focus grade, 81 overall. His pass grade and his run grades were 84 and 70 respectively. His overall rank for his position was 7th overall, so he'll earn himself 3 fighter jets there. His health, he's been productive and available for 90% of his overall games, so he'll earn 2 fighter jets there. Penalties, he's only committed 15 penalties over the last 4 years. I have his cost as 2 money signs here. Now, realistically, he could probably get 3 money signs, but I don't expect this to be a very long-term contract, so if you sign CASTONZO, I'm expecting a 1, 2, at most 3-year deal. I don't think he's playing until 35, but you never know. So I gave him 2 because it's not going to be a longer-term commitment. Overall, we got a total rank of 15 for CASTONZO. All right, moving on, we have CONKLIN, the right tackle from the Tennessee Titans, 6'6", 308 pounds, 26 years old. He's the youngest guy on this list. He's going to earn 3 fighter jets for that. Pro Football Focus grade, 81. That's another 3 fighter jets for him. Pass block grade, 74. Run block grade, 84. So a little bit lower on the pass blocking side of things. But run blocking, obviously he blocked for Derrick Henry all year. So this is someone that you should probably want on your team if you are focused on moving the ball down the field. Rank overall, 9th. He gets 3 fighter jets for that. Health, he has been available for 89% of the games as a Tennessee Titan. The penalties, he is at 27. That's one of the highest on this list. He's going to get a butt fumble there, so really not great in terms of penalties. Cost, he's going to cost you a ton of money. He gets 3 money signs here with a total score of 16. Now, CONKLIN is someone that I really want the Jets to go after. I think he is a young cornerstone. The Titans they decided not to give him his 5th-year option because he had some injuries. He tore his ACL a few years ago, so the Titans did not want to commit to that 5th-year option. I think you could see him want to test the market. He has said he wants to stay in Tennessee, but you hear that from all free agents. They just want to have more people bid for them. So I think Conklin, if the Jets want him or if a team wants him, throw him as much money as you possibly want, and I think you could potentially get him away from the Titans. Up next, we have Graham Glasgow, the offensive guard for the Detroit Lions. He's 6'6", 310 pounds. The Glasgow family has a little bit of NFL experience. His brother plays for the Bengals as a defensive tackle. Graham has actually played center and guard. This is a good option, I think, for the Jets. A team that could be looking for a center and a guard. If you can find one in the draft or one in another free agency spot, this guy could at least fill 2 potential roles. He's 28 years old. He's going to get 2 fighter jets for that category. His Pro Football Focus grade, 74. Pass grade, 69. Run grade, 74 overall. So 1 and 2 fighter jets respectively. Overall rank for guard position was 12th overall. His health was 97%, so he's played in almost every game, so he'll earn 3 fighter jets there. Penalties, he has 21 in the last 4 years, so that's 2 fighter jets for him. I expect that he will be relatively expensive. I don't think he'll be over the top crazy. I'm going to give him 2 money signs here. Could be 3, I guess, 2.5. I don't know. It's going to be 2. We'll call it 2 with a total grade of 15. So I think Graham Glasgow could be someone that the Jets could look at. Could be, your team in general could look at him. But it sounds like the Lions are going to allow him to test free agency. I don't think they want to break the bank on him completely. So I think you could have him if you wanted. Up next, we have Jason Peters, the tackle from the Philadelphia Eagles. He is 6'4", 328 pounds. He's a little long in the tooth at 38 years old for this coming season, so he's going to earn a butt fumble there. This is a player that I don't particularly see leaving the Eagles, but at the same time, Douglas has the connection with the Eagles. They are in a little bit of cap trouble, so maybe they allow him to walk and potentially find a cheaper option come draft time. Pro Football Focus grade, 83 overall. That gets him at 3 fighter jets. Pass grade and run grade, 87 and 74 respectively. His overall grade as a tackle was 6th overall. Health, he was available for 80% of his games, so really not that great. Did have the one season that got knocked out. I want to say it was an ACL tear. So that kind of skewed some of his results. Penalties, he's got 33. I think that was the most on this list off the top of my head. Definitely not what you want to see from your starting left tackle. So could be an issue with some laundry on the field. Cost, I'm going to give him 2 money signs because it is obviously going to be a short-term deal for him. I don't particularly see him lasting more than a year or 2 if he decides not to retire anyway. So Jason Peters could be an option if you're looking for a short-term tackle fix. Up next on my list is Brandon Sheriff, 6'5", 315 pounds, the guard from the Washington Redskins. Now, I don't really think he's going to leave the Redskins, and the reason being is Trent Williams has been asking for a trade the last few years, or last year and a half now, and I would expect the Redskins to trade him in the offseason, and I don't think they want to totally rebuild that offensive line. So if you let go of Williams, you probably want to hold on to Sheriff, especially with the young quarterback in Haskins. But let's jump into it anyway. Potentially, this guy could hit the open market. 28 years old, earns himself 2 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus grade is a 75. His pass rank and his run rank, 72 and 76 respectively. His overall rank in terms of guard play was 10th, so he's only going to earn himself 1 star there. You have some better options in terms of the guard position. Health is 82%. That's going to be good for 2 fighter jets. Penalties, 21 overall, so we'll get another 2 fighter jets there. He's going to be very expensive. I think the name recognition is probably more where we're going to see the money. On this end, he was the 5th overall pick, 1 pick ahead of Leonard Williams in the 2015 draft. So I think a lot of people know his name. I think a lot of people are probably going to be taking a look at him. So I think he's going to be a little bit more expensive than Glasgow. Overall, total score was a 13. The next player on my list is Joe Thuney, the offensive guard from the New England Patriots, 6'5", 308 pounds. And this is a very interesting player for me because when you can weaken a division rival by taking away one of their pieces while strengthening a weakness of your own, it's kind of like a wombo combo. Definitely a good thing you want to have if you're the Jets. So Joe Thuney, this is someone that I came away very impressed with. I found out he has played guard, left tackle, and center over the course of his career, dating back to college. So he's got at least some familiarity with everything across the offensive line. I did find out that he graduated cum laude from NC State in just 3 years, so he's a very smart dude. He actually avoided questions on the Wonderlic test, so he didn't come off as too smart. So this is a guy that I think you should really want to throw a ton of money at. Let's dive into his scores. Age 27, so that's going to be a 3 fighter jet for him. Pro Football Focus grade was 79 overall. Pass grade was an 88. Run grade was 69. So the run, a little bit more to be desired there, but in a passing league, may not matter all that much. Rank overall was 5th in terms of guards, so he's going to get a full 3 fighter jets there. Health, he has played in 100% of his games, so this is a very good sign moving forward. Penalties, 19 penalties is all he's had over the course of his career, so 3 fighter jets for him there. And he's going to be very expensive. He's going to cost you a ton of money. Make him the highest paid guard, whatever you got to do. Bring him in, Jet fans. The final player on my list is Andrew Whitworth, the 6'7", 330-pound offensive tackle from the Los Angeles Rams. He is, again, a little long in the tooth, 38 years old. I'm not sure if he's going to want to continue playing. He spent most of his years with the Bengals, spent the last 3 years with Rams, so could be a potential 1-year fix-it piece. 38 years old, gets him the butt fumble. Pro Football Focus grade, 73 overall. Not great. Pass grade was an 85, so that was pretty good. Run grade, 55, gets another butt fumble there. Not too good. Don't want to get the butt fumbles. Rank, 28th overall, so not the best in terms of his overall rank. Remember, there are 2 tackles, so 28th, middle of the pack there. Health, 94%, so he gets a 3-star 3 fighter jet just for being available. That's a good thing. Penalties, 34. This was the most penalties that we've seen from any of the players, so not good here. 34 penalties. If you're giving automatic first downs or preventing your offense from moving forward, not too good. I think he's going to be a cheap option. If the Jets don't want to bring back Beachum, maybe you get Whitworth for a year. It's kind of the devil you do know versus the devil you don't know. Not too grand right there. He's going to get an 8 overall, our lowest grade of the competition. So now we come down to the final grades across the board. When we look at everyone, I have to decide a little bit. Last year I picked just one player to marry or kill. This year I'm going to kind of group them a little bit. I'll try to do 2 for each one. So right off the bat, GLASGOW and CASTONZO, those would be the 2 guys that I would prefer a shorter term contract with. I would be good with both of them. I don't think CASTONZO hits the open market. I think the Colts have a lot of money. I think he's probably going back there or he's going to retire. Marry would be THUNEY or CONKLIN, both young guys, really highly graded at their positions, would totally be pumped with either one of them. In terms of my kill, BULAGA and Whitworth will be the 2 that I would knock off. I don't think either of those guys are someone that I'd want to bring in as a Jet fan, but to be perfectly fair, the Jets had a historically bad offensive line. We are one of 3 offensive lines in the last 50 years to give up, I think it was like 40-plus sacks or 50-plus sacks and less than 3.5 yards per carry. So really a historically bad season for the Jets in terms of their offensive line play. So if you add any one of these players to your line, it's probably going to be better than what it was. Guys, let me know who you want down below in the comments. And as always, go Jets.